Biggity get gas traga.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to episode 3 in our Song of the Day series, which will feature Hip Dipper.
Hip Dipper is one of my favorites from the album. The first 30 seconds of the song and the metal guitar riff under the keyboard solo existed as a demo on my computer for a bit, and the beginning of the guitar melody existed in my head, but that was really all that existed before we made it.
This was actually written when Joey came to Minneapolis from Lake Placid. We planned a 2-week or so writing session.
No exaggeration, Hip Dipper took like 6 days from start to finish.
We really took that song on an interesting journey through, I think, a lot of styles. You know, there's that super heavy, like, genty riff in the middle. There's the hybrid picking part.
If you're all into hybrid picking on guitar, go learn that line that Adam R has to play.
That was a real challenge for me to learn, I'm not gonna lie. It was some finger gymnastics.
And now he destroys it. So yeah, that dude knows how to practice.
Off the bat, the first thing that I noticed about the demo of Hip Dipper when learning it was the intro fill. There was this like really interesting drum programmed idea. You know, overall there was a skeleton prepared for Hip Dipper for the drums. It was great, but it definitely needed a human element.
The drum fill at the end kills me. I was blown away. It was improvised. He was just doing throwaway takes to try to get the end of the song, and he just did it. He didn't even realize what he had done. He had to like go back and realize that he had played that fast.
I'm not sure if we have any video of it, but this is where Joey cuts to it.
Yeah, that's fun.
So the fill I came up with, that 30-second no fill at 127 BPM, was just a lot of coffee in my system, and it's a combination of paradiddle diddles and singles, and that was really fun to do, but I'm not excited to recreate that live. I'm very happy with how the drums came out. Not only in this song, but in the whole album. We spent hours tuning the kit and making sure the sound was super organic. We didn't sample drums at all on this entire record. And this song kind of emphasizes, you know, especially with that intro drum fill, that's by itself. It's just drums. You can really hear the tonalities of the kit, and I'm very proud of how that came out. Woo!
I'm supposed to have notes to write, but I don't know what to write. Not doing my job.
Now, Hip Dipper is a really fun tune. It's a true stylistic outlier on this album. It's a very jazz fusion style song, especially with Joey's keyboard interlude.
And of course, we have our genty moment when the kicks come in, the double kicks, and it's prog metal, so you know we have to have that little genty moment.
Joe and Adam's treatment of the main motif added this bounce and grit, and it just had more attitude after they put down their parts.
There was one thing we were going to add at the beginning of the song. Recorded a little sample of me saying, "Do the Hip Dipper," in a 1950s filtered effect.
Do the Hip Dipper.
It sounded pretty silly, like we got a kick out of it. I'm glad it didn't end up on the album. Well, actually it is on the album in a sneaky place. Let's see, is it the outro of Spark? Yeah, right before my head. It's reversed and it's in there. So keep a lookout for that.
This song excited me because I then knew that we weren't going to just write Earthshine over and over again. Like, we had more to say.
Stay tuned for episode 4, which will be focusing on Color Wheel. That's the way you do the Hip Dipper.